incredibly crucial round from that perspective. And FaZe will start with some passive take of the banana position, but Cloud9 showing that they aren't going to give it away for free.
Yeah, Cloud9 seem content with giving them banana early. And now this here gets scary for FaZe Clan. Now the investment comes in. Olofmeister being forced away, but he will re-smoke, which also benefits the CTs. Will we see some spray from Stewie? We will, but he will back off, not overextending. Olofmeister saying we're still here as well. But again, it's a T-smoke down on banana at the moment, which means banana is closed off for even longer than it otherwise might have been.
The players around the apartment have sort of slowed themselves. They've taken apartments, FaZe Clan that is. But they sort of are holding their horses for the time being. A very passive approach from FaZe. They really want to get top banana first before they start to burst into top mid. Bomb still down for FaZe. And look at this, a late retake here from Cloud9. The flashes are in. Stewie goes in front. Nico gets two, and that is huge. Now Cloud9 are up against it. FaZe sees the opportunity, but Tarek, the only man, the last line of defense on the B side to be stopped by Olofmeister and his AK. This is not a good look for Cloud9.
There was no rotation from Cloud9 on the A site. When Tarek went down, they started moving, but that's such an interesting situation. Banana, we'll come to that in a second. Skadoodle picks off Carrigan. Are they going to push towards the B bomb site? Cloud9, the bomb isn't down just yet, and that might spur them on. And yes, they are headed now in that direction. So we'll look at the beginning of that round a bit later on, but what can they do? They've got 4 flashes, a Molotov, and a HE grenade. The run boost as well. Oh god, it's so desperate. They both have kits. Can they get the grenade down? Will Guardian jump the gun and pick them in advance? Here comes the molly. Skadoodle flashed off though, and Guardian tries to escape. He makes it towards the oranges and the HG grenade. But this is only one player, and he's still alive. 3 HP. Cloud9 are at the point of no return. The bomb is far too thick. They cannot win this. They've got to run away. They have to run away. They've got all the kills, but they won't win the round. It's match point FaZe. Going back to banana then. Stewie was holding a smoke grenade. I think he might have been a bit greedy. He was holding a smoke grenade for the longest time, especially with the T smoke earlier on. There's 45 seconds left. He could have deployed the smoke grenade, and it would have been really hard for FaZe to get anything done, but he held on to it. The flash came in. He tried to run past his teammate. He ran into his fire. He took damage from both directions. What a disaster. Match point FaZe. They are on the cusp of winning this major.
And you said Cloud9, if they wanted to do it, they'd have to do it the hard way, and there's no harder way than trying to play against FaZe on match point. They are looking to try to close this down with a very fast fashion here, moving up banana with speed, and there is no way Cloud9 can hold on to it. They have to fall back into the site. FaZe have exerted a great deal of pressure very early onto the round, and they've got so much time to play with as well. And Cloud9, they do have 2 ops. They have maximum utility, but they are forced to play with no information.
Cloud9 have a lot of grenades right now. They've got a lot of smokes and everything else, and they need to use them wisely. Molotov goes down before the smoke in top mid, and the smoke will go down afterwards. 1 minute on the clock. Again, Stewie towards B, still has a smoke in the hole. Automatic still has a smoke in the hole. But they've got passive positions. They don't know what the situation is on banana. But now we're at the sub 1 minute mark. We need to get those smokes going. Olofmeister maybe offering a fake towards the B-bomb. The push comes in towards Skadoodle in the smoke. Skadoodle taken down. Tarek's got to go future. He's got a crossfire with Rush. We've got Guardian in a short position, and he's exposed, but he goes down. Rush still alive. 4 versus 3. Spotting 1 player, maybe 2 towards the other position. Now Olofmeister's on short, but it's a flash, and he's taken down. Tarek is not done with this major yet.
And here it is. Tarek! They stay alive for 1 more round. Cloud9, they were forced off of all positions, except the very final one that counts the bomb sites, where Tarek held on valiantly. And it was amazing to see the desperation drop of the smoke, spinning around to find the spray kill on an opponent at distance. That really shows you the composure and the class of a player like Tarek and what he adds to the team. Timeout here from FaZe, and they definitely need it. Cloud9 are dangerous no matter the situation.
FaZe Clan, it's their turn for economical disaster. $1,500 on most of the players. What do FaZe do? Do they force buy in this? It seems like they might. Lots of discussion on the team as to what they should do. Investment being made. Not leaving much in the bank. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one. FaZe are playing to win the major in this round with these pistols, with these flashbangs, with these smoke grenades.
It's a very tough ask, but we've seen how explosive they can be, and sometimes the timing is just very overwhelming. And Cloud9 will be resting on, again, a huge amount of utility to use, and that utility will be so key in slowing down the pushes of FaZe. And FaZe don't have much in the way of smoke grenades to nullify the incendiaries. They don't have much in the way of flashbangs to counter-flash the CT opposition. So it generally is very, very difficult for them to get onto a bomb site. And that is why Cloud9 are holding very passively. They don't need the information. They have the utility and weapon advantage. And FaZe look like they want the final destination of this round to be B.
The problem here for Cloud9 is, if they're facing 5 FaZe players, if they drop both of these weapons, there's a very high chance that FaZe can win this round and the map and the major. They start to move in. Stu spots some players. How long will he stand here though? He's tagging a player. Automatics in the smoke. He won't know what's going on. He goes for the full position. He's spreading the glory of the gun. But it's a 3 versus 2, and this is what I'm talking about. The bomb's not down just yet, but Karrigan has an AWP and Guardian has an AK-47. And they've got smokes to slow down Cloud9. Importantly now, Guardian has the AWP. Cloud9, 2 players towards CT. They've got flashes of their own. They need to keep these players blind. They've got a smoke. They can close the distance, but Guardian has a sniper rifle, and they're playing for the major.
This is one of the strongest ways to play a post-plant. A sniper rifle indeed. Guardian, he whiffs the first shot. They start to march forwards. FaZe know this is their chance. They could steal it away from Cloud9. The flick shot missed Guardian in the most pivotal moment. It has to be Karrigan. It has to be the leader. But it's Rush all the way. And Cloud9 again they stay alive.
Skadoodle still leading the charge. Top fragger on the server. Everybody turning up on Inferno. Guardian made it really hard. FaZe Clan made it really hard. Playing to win the major in that round. They planted the bomb, and that will make a significant difference in the round to come. Holy hell, Dan. How far are we going with this match?
I have no idea, but this is definitely an epic tale between these two teams. Again, we can't understate how much improvement Cloud9 has made. I think Jason called them, they've grown up, and we're really seeing that.
You better keep those voices up, because pistols are being purchased. The CZs, the P250s, the smoke grenades. FaZe Clan will try to thrive on the bedlam in the anarchy of this round. FaZe Clan need a bomb plant once again to get that max buy-in. Cloud9 double snipers. Skadoodle, I was going to say, may feel confident to go for a peek down mid, but you never know if double nades are coming, or even more. FaZe Clan closing the distance again. FaZe Clan moving through the apartments, all the close quarters areas. Will there be a smoke on the balcony? Will there be flashes? Will they make their way into the pit?
The utility is certainly scary here from FaZe Clan. They can definitely get a lot out of this. And it's a round where Cloud9 are playing a slightly more forward setup than the previous one, which looked very scary indeed. And this time they have Stewie with the AWP holding an angle, not expecting to be bested on that angle. He has an AWP and he knows that it's not a possibility for them to have a rifle or an AWP. He must connect the shot though, and he must stay alive. It's so critical that Stewie does not die, and he goes for the flick, gets the info, and he falls back. He's still alive, and FaZe have not pushed the position just yet.
You see, the teammate had the flash. As soon as he fires a shot, the flash comes in. But again, if FaZe charge that site and pick up weapons, we saw how hairy it was last time, and they still have Kevlar, and it seems they're going to do it. I don't know. I think they're trying to draw a third player over towards the B bomb site, so maybe make a push towards A. And Cloud9, again, they don't really have the info. Skadoodle was top mid, keeping an eye on things, but he's been moved from his position. He doesn't want to go back. He's too afraid to do it. So it seems it will be 4 versus 2 on the B bomb site. Olaf Meister trying to keep around the smoke, but look, the rotation's being pulled. Automatic coming off his position. The smoke, the flashes, Automatic's blind. Stewie needs to land some shots, and he is. 2 kills for him. Don't take out your teammate. He's got to stay alive now. 10 seconds for this bomb to go down. He must stay alive. Stewie is going absolutely crazy on the B bomb site. There's no time to plant the bomb. It's too late. The money's not there. One more round.
What a performance from Stewie, holding his nerve for so long. As you said, James, he had to hit those shots. They were must-hit shots, and Stewie did not break. He did not fold in this position. He stayed true to his aim. And that's why he's on this team. The momentum is with Cloud9. FaZe, their lead has been eroded. Round by round, it's been grinded away by the likes of Cloud9. And a moment of respite for both teams as they take a breather here and recompose for the final round of regulation. After this round, we're either going to overtime or we're crowning a new major champion. We're handing away a trophy in this next round, potentially.
This is what majors are about. Listen to this crowd! You see the issue with no bomb plant. Guardian has no helmet. Karrigan's on a UMP. This is what they're fighting for the major with. However, it is FaZe Clan. It doesn't matter what they have. It doesn't matter if they've got Kevlar or if they're naked. If they've got rifles or if they've got pistols. They are always capable of taking a round down.
Absolutely, and they're taking a slower approach here on Banana. They're respecting Cloud9 and any aggressive plays that they may offer up early into the round, and instead waiting out the grenades. And as you mentioned, they don't have maximum utility, so they kind of have to take this approach. Stewie with a quick flick shot through the wall won't land anything, but he will feel the presence towards Banana, and FaZe are playing it slow. They're running a default in this round. Good Molotov to, if Stewie was on the angle, forced him away. I think going to go in with this, looking to maybe make a peek here, force Stewie back again perhaps. And Stewie not to be tested just yet.
Cloud9 don't move a muscle. So much presence shown by FaZe Clan, but they're staying steadfast on the A site. They're playing passively. They're playing for the stronghold on A. Here come the grenades. FaZe Clan trying to force the CTs back on A, but they're already back. They're pretty chilled out, and they are not taking any bait at the moment. 38 seconds, and look at the grenades. There are so many nades here for Cloud9, so many counter flashes. They can really slow this push, but they've got to be careful. The balcony might be a problem, but they've got Rush in the graveyard position. 28 seconds now, and Olaf Meister might try to pull rotation. He's the only man on Banana. Rush with an off angle, looking towards the Apps position. The Molotov comes in, but so does the rotation. Olaf Meister, though, has been taken out towards the B bomb site, but automatic's going towards A. Nothing else is going on. He's got to go back. Stewie's on his own, but look at the time. Look at the time. There's 7 seconds to plant the bomb. They're trying to build pyramids, but there's no more play. Stewie's won the round. We're going to overtime.
Cloud9 have done it! How have they done that? They came back all the way! All the way! How fitting it is Stewie to save them. The only man that could. The only man in position. Never wavering, never faulting. They give themselves another chance, and you have to wonder where are FaZe's heads at after that one.
There's the man, Cloud9 Jack, the leader of this Cloud9 army. Overtime. 3 rounds a half, $10,000 per person. You make a mistake on the CT side, you will be very quickly broke. They've come this far, but how far can either of these teams go? They've never felt pressure like this before.
This is just insane, these two teams never giving up. The Cloud9 get to stay on that CT side, they get to keep the momentum that they've generated. Stewie is a confidence player, and he must be feeling an incredible amount of confidence after the many rounds in which he's delivered performances with the AWP from B. As he peers over the wall, can't see anything just yet. I'm sure that they set up this boost too many times previously. We did see that FaZe has some Molotovs for it, but they are leaving things very quiet here towards B. A slow round from FaZe.
A key point in this round for Cloud9 is Kadoodle being in the arch position. If they force him away, With a minute 15 on the clock, as you see, he's just been shooed away. Now Cloud9 don't know what's going on. Once again, like in the last round, you see Automatic rotating towards that speedway position. Stewie's on his own, but this time they want 20 seconds left on the clock. There's a lot less. Olaf Meister tags through the wall. FaZe Clan don't know what's around this corner. Again, they've only just established control of the top of Banana. They don't know if there's one player there. They don't know if there's 2 or 3 players there. In the meantime, Rain trying to pull players towards the A sites.
And look at, again, what a good job Stewie is doing. He got the information, he fell back, he made it, he basically created a spot where there was no timing for FaZe, and they were looking for a timing to burst onto the site. But with the spot, with the smoke down, the incendiaries that he planted, you can see why he gets put on the B-bomb side by himself to anchor it. And now it's a question of FaZe making a desperation play into the site they set up. He's been Automatic, he's found his way through the smoke, he's absolutely murdering them. But now it's down to Stewie again, and Stewie is an assassin on the B-bomb site. Still more to do though, but he's got teammates to help him out. Nico, desperation, gets the frags, but does he have the time? Just barely. And they know he's got to go for it, and Tarek closes it down.
That is pressure. He had to plant the bomb. However, well, he really should have planted the bomb, but if he goes for damage, if he takes one more player down, it does make it harder for the CTs in the rounds to come. Absolutely ridiculous scenes on Inferno. Stewie is AWPing out of his mind.
You really love to see it when Stewie goes ham with the AWP, and some aggressive HEs there from Cloud9, but FaZe Rain finds a cross, timing straight through the smoke. Stewie, they really want to test him, but he reads the situation correctly. He keeps himself safe, and that's very crucial. He's been playing this position very, very well so far. And FaZe, once again, due to this, are just essentially stuck in the mud. They're forced to take more map control and to play a slower round.
3 FaZe Clan players, 4 FaZe Clan players in the Banana position now, and it's Carrigan who's top mid. But which way do they go? Again, FaZe Clan trying to sell so many fakes, so many phonies, dodgy handbags. But Cloud9 are not buying, and they creep. FaZe Clan have cut the noise at the minute mark. They slowly move towards their bomb site of choice. And again, Cloud9 are content to wait, just as FaZe Clan did in the first half of Inferno. They will wait. They will force them to fight against a strong CT side.
And there's the Arch smoke. Skadoodle's in position though, and he's got teammates to play off of. In fact, maybe Tarek is going to go for a pop flash play. He's very close. Skadoodle looking to go for the peak. Hits the first shot. Rush covering from pit as well. Doing a great job as they fall further back into the site. Cloud9's defense is looking very strong indeed. Rush back at it again from the pit position, and it doesn't seem like there's a way to stop Cloud9 now.
The CTs are everywhere. Nowhere safe for Olaf Meister. Hiding in the corner. 2 for 2. First team to 19 rounds will win this major. And it's FaZe Clan. Look what they're left with in the last round of the first half. They are in trouble.
And it's a very hard situation to call as well, because much like Cloud9, they're not finding success towards Banana. They're feeling like they have to go into A. And Cloud9 always are ready for it. They have that information. They're controlling the flow of players, and then they're knocking them down. Looking to test Skadoodle, but he catches one out the air. Nico down. And that forces, once again, Cloud9, rather FaZe to be slowed. And this is perfect for Cloud9 to get more time. They rotate. And Skadoodle wants more where that came from, but he'll be denied for a moment.
Refusing to concede his position. FaZe Clan had to use so many grenades, but look at this. Oh, Tarek, there's someone behind him, but Rain has no idea either, and Tarek's going to see that no one's top mid, so even though Rain is behind him. Oh, okay, now the information's there, but they know it's going to be a B play, surely, because of Tarek's position, and they will still deliver on the B bomb site. Stewie taking one down, 1 for 1, but Skadoodle is here, all the way from the A side, but he can't get a last frag. Olaf Meister, 1 versus 2.
A must-win round for FaZe. They cannot possibly go into the next half without a single win on the board. Olaf Meister now turning the corner. He might find a timing, but no, it's in fact an anti-timing, and he has no idea which way to look. Olaf Meister still gets the kill on Rush. I don't know how he's done this. Another challenge, that's all he has to win out, but he can't. It's Tarek. Tarek all the way. 3 rounds in a row.
Point Cloud9, not 1, not 2, but 3. 3 chances to take that trophy. 3 chances for a North American major, for a North American team. The best Cloud9 team we have ever seen. Versus one of the best teams we have ever seen in this game.
And the sheer growth of Cloud9 over the months is just something that's incredibly remarkable to bring them to this point. And they are being tested in so many ways. And my God, are they living up to these tests? But it's still not over. FaZe Clan, ever dangerous. As you said, James, it's not done until it's done. Cloud9 looking for the grenades up banana. Skadoodle covering middle. FaZe Clan, they have to know now. If they put a foot wrong, it's over.
Let's not forget, FaZe Clan were really solid on their CT side, but that's what I'm talking about. Cloud9 will force their way through the flashbangs. NA style, puck style, but is it enough? They're all going past Nico, but how many frags can he really get? That's the information, that's the bomb! He's got the bomb! Olaf Meister rotating down mid now, he's got to be fast. He has to be fast, but Cloud9, they've smoked off Nico. What a desperate situation. He's standing on the bomb, and Cloud9, they have to hold the bomb site, and they have to get the bomb. They've got to spread the forces. Olaf Meister spraying, but what can he get done? 1 kill for him, the grenades coming in as well, and there are 2 FaZe Clan players around the B bomb site.
It's a very weird situation to try to make the mid-round calls, and it comes down to the duels, and Rain closes down the B bomb site. Once again, FaZe control that B site. The bomb is recollected, but they're contained. That was the cost of Nico's immense play under that pressure of that quick push. And now Skadoodle, he looks to try to reopen this bomb site, but it's going to be so difficult, FaZe Clan. They know they have to push into their angles. And they're weak, they're damaged, they're hurt, they're in desperate need of more players, more health, more utility, but they have to work with what they have. And Skadoodle finds nothing. He gives away the sound cues, and the time is starting to really be a big problem for Cloud9. They can't find a single thing. Right now, FaZe Clan are playing this perfectly. Guardian takes down Tarek. It's just Skadoodle left to try to at least get some kills here and try to make the economy a bit worse for FaZe, but he can't do it. An incredible play from Nico. It cannot be understated.
That was the most ridiculous life-saving situation I have seen in recent memory, and he knows it. That was sheer luck, that the absolute last person had the bomb. If that scenario doesn't appear, I think Cloud9 are champions, but there are 2 rounds left. They're still at match point. They only need 1 more round.
FaZe Clan are in such an insane position. Cloud9 have forced so much respect in the way they're playing the game right now. And they're a very stylistic team. The aggression that they offer, and the kinds of plays, explosiveness that they have, the way that they use the AWP, they're a very different beast altogether. And they've matured themselves into one of the best teams in the damn game. And FaZe Clan, they need 2 in a row. This is so difficult. But at least they have all the gear to do it.
One of the best finals of the best game in the world. 2 rounds, a possible 2 rounds remain, at least in this overtime. And again, FaZe Clan fighting for Banana. This time they get off better. Carrigan takes some damage but manages to escape. Expectant of Cloud9 perhaps. Tarek taken down early, 4 versus 5. And again, going back to the first half of this entire map of Inferno, Cloud9 really struggles to get that man advantage early. They've changed their approach on Banana. This time it hasn't worked out for them.
And this is something that Cloud9 did to FaZe, but the flash through the smoke. That's what Stewie does best, and they'll push the issue there. Able to make sure that they can get the map control they need at the timing that they need it. They will not be denied this portion of the map, but now they need to decide, do we retake more positioning towards the banana side of the map, or do we try to go with this? FaZe are playing it passively. They're going to rely upon their setups in the bomb site, rely on each other, rely on Guardian, although he may be smoked off here. Cloud9, 30 seconds to make the play.
Automatic still in the banana position. He needs to do something to pull rotation, unless they're going for a really late rotate. Cloud9, what is the play here? Oh, they're going to wrap, aren't they? They're going to wrap towards the B bomb site, but they're running so slowly. Oh, what is going on here? They're going back towards the A site, but still, Olofmeister is the man who can in the site. Oh, Guardian spray down, but they're not ready for Olofmeister. They have to take him out, and there's the frag. It's 2-on-2. They're on the wrong bomb site. Nico by the library position around the smoke, and he gets a frag. Down to Stewie 2K. Would you have it any other way? He needs to find the ace to win this major.
Stewie, a moment of calm. Calm before the storm. As FaZe set up their approach. How does Stewie read it? It's a very hard position to deal with. Looking for the correct angles to play with. If ever he needed a result, it's now. There's one. Stewie, can he do it? Can he do it? No! Stopped by Carrigan. FaZe stay in this. Absolutely incredible stuff there from FaZe. That round, they misread it and they had to dart back into the site. It was so chaotic.
The fairy tale is not true, not yet. That would have been the ace for Stewie. Carrigan only had 38 HP to begin with. He must have landed that one bullet, 27 in one. And Carrigan keeps them in the game. A release of pressure from Nico, and that's going to really get FaZe back into this game. And now it's Cloud9's turn to struggle with the money. So close, so close.
See Stu really feeling it there in the replay. But he's been very good at recomposing himself so far in this finals. I think it's fair to say that everybody on both sides of things has been very good at recomposing themselves. We've had so many swings of momentum, so many spots where both teams have been under the hammer, but they've managed to find a way back. One more round for FaZe to tie it up. One more round.
1.3 million people tuned in right now to wonder which team is going to take this major. Are we going to overtime number 2, or are Cloud9 going to take it here and now? This is their last match point for the time being. Stewie was so close, but he has to forget that. It's all in the past. The time to write history is in this round.
And they actually try to go with a faster approach towards banana this time. Nico with a forward flash, but Stewie ever brave. Stewie making his way forward as the entry fragger. One player floating back here towards B for FaZe. Carrigan is the man. And Cloud9 looking to perhaps explode into the B bomb site. Perhaps an explosive finish to this major for them as they start to make their way in. Carrigan can't get one, but Nico can. And it's a hard effort for Cloud9. They're being ground up here in the machine that is FaZe on the B site, but there's still 2 left.
They've got to get that bomb. They have no idea if the bomb is exposed. Okay, it's being collected by Tarek. 2 versus 4. All the FaZe clan are here, and there won't be a crazy complexity, very gamed rotation. It will be planted on the B bomb site. Automatic takes Carrigan down. There is a boost. Automatic spots it. He's got 2 HP. So desperate. Tarek does not know where to look. They've got no more grenades, but there are flashes on the CT side. 2 players moving through construction. Automatic in the pool. Rain taken out. 2-on-2 now, and it's Tarek. He's got higher health, but it's not perfect. Down he goes. It's Guardian. He's the only man standing between Cloud9 and the major. It's going to be a double peak. There's the first one. We go to overtime number 2. Cloud9 don't do it. They're still in this major, FaZe clan.
Can you believe it? I can't even find the words to describe this. Actually, this is just so incredible from both teams. We're going into it again. What an emotional roller coaster for both sides.
They had the double peak. I do wonder if Automatic, I don't know how fast he popped up there, because once Guardian is exposed to the guy in CT. It's guaranteed 2 versus 1. He has to peek immediately. But here we are, overtime number 2. Cloud9 had 3 match points. And now it's 18-18. We look to the first team to make it to 22 rounds. I think both these teams might be carried off in stretchers after this is finished. This has gone on for so long.
Absolutely. I can't imagine a more draining situation for both teams. Just being on the edge, the cusp of victory, again and again for both sides, and being routinely denied. Going from elation to severe frustration and disappointment on repeat. And we get a bit of a pause here as we go into that next overtime, but here we go. The countdown's begun for the first round of overtime 2. As these teams are both reset, FaZe will definitely feel good with that clutch from Guardian. What a god saving them in that scenario, and they'll stay on the CT side.
FaZe Clan now with the double snipers. And again, this is an all-in play. If you lose this round and you get wiped out, you have immediate problems on round number 2. Automatic now with a forward play towards A. I don't know if Olofmeister's heard him. Oh, the barrel's being spotted. And there's another bomb picked automatic. The trade frag is there. Rush is here to take Rain down. There's got to be a rotation. Tarek, 3 through the smoke, but it's 2. Guardian, buy 1, get 1 free. And that keeps FaZe Clan in this round.
Guardian keeps turning it around on his head. Unbelievable stuff there. But still, the positioning good, despite the player disadvantage for the Cloud9 players on this A bomb site. And FaZe are taking their time to set this up. They need correct spacing. They have utility to use on these positions. And there's a quick flash from Rush there to slow things down. Time is starting to run low here for FaZe Clan. They have to move forward. Skadoodle repositioning after the first frag. It's both now from quad here for FaZe. Can Cloud9 close it? Skadoodle gets 1. Skadoodle can't get the 3rd. It's Nico with 12 health.
Is there time though? Is there time? I'm not sure if there is. It's going to be a close 1. And he's done it! FaZe Clan take the lead in overtime number 2. He was the only man with a defuse kit, and he was the only man to survive. Anybody, if he gets taken down, the round is theirs. That is absolutely ridiculous, and they know it. He was the only man with a kit.
But this double, that's ridiculous. Both trying to play the edge of the smoke. And perhaps that was the mistake, but lucky for them, Skadoodle did just about enough. If FaZe Clan, they will get that round. The damage was done, and as you said, it is very impactful for the CTs when they go double AWP. So now they're stuck to just 1 AWP. They'll fight over Banana. It's something that worked out really well for them in regulation. Very dominant there, forcing Cloud9 constantly to make plays to A, and they could cheat players towards the A position as well. But FaZe are actually going fairly aggressive here on Banana, and perhaps they're looking for a fast flanking play.
This is business as usual. They've got a smoke down at the bottom of Banana once again. So this is more of a traditional round that we saw in normal time. Stewie2K, he knows that somebody should be around there somewhere. He is the lurker towards B, and he will look for them. We'll see if he can open things up. If he does, there may be a charge towards the B bomb site. Carrigan, the in-game leader of FaZe Clan, being entrusted with half of the map at the moment. FaZe were comfortable with 3 towards A in normal time, and with 4, situation's even better. At the minute mark now, and Stewie's moving away from B.
We saw Nico do this before, but this time he's been discovered. Tarek will take him down, and it's a 5v4 for Cloud9 with 40 seconds to go. And Carrigan, he can't reposition. He has to frag, and he gets only 1. And now that's Cloud9 moving quickly towards B. They have the utility, but Olofmeister on the flank. Can he catch Rush here? Rush pops up, and Rush is knocked down. Whack-a-mole there for Olofmeister. The Guardian still in position. They managed to get there fast enough. The bomb has to be planted, and Cloud9 out of this advantage.
Tarek, brave enough to just hold the bomb plant. He knows Guardian's in construction, trying to back off, trying to reposition. Sees him, tags him, but doesn't frag him. Holding the angle once again, but does he go high, does he go low? It is a dance, and now they concede multiple angles. Tarek going, takes Olofmeister down. Guardian on 11 HP. Rain peaks, and he gets the angle now. Superior angle. Is there a defuse for the CT side? They're not on it just yet. They're spamming the grenades. They're touching the bomb. And now goes Rain. And now the bomb is trying to defuse it again, but no! Guardian gets taken down. Absolutely unreal round from Cloud9. And the score is tied.
Tarek is a god. Automatic was essentially his cameraman in that position, waiting for the moment to actually trade, but Tarek didn't even need the assist. Oh my God, 19-19. They tie it up into this second overtime.
And now we see what happens with the double ops in the first round. Olofmeister on the Mag 7, Carrigan on the FAMAS. Nobody will go into the second half at match point, but a lead is significant in this scenario. Skadoodle with a very fast shot, but it's FaZe to get the first frag, but the trade is there.
And that's Nico on 14 health as well. This is a really good spot for Cloud9. Not only being a man up, but no utility for FaZe. If they set this up well, they'll be okay, but FaZe, they can make forward plays. They know they have to create some action here. They've got to equalize things by taking out Cloud9 players, and they're using the Mag 7 in the apartments. Rain as well can offer a bait, potentially. As Olofmeister goes for the peak, I think he's been spotted now, and the bait is for Rain, but he can't get the kill. Automatic dashes down the stairs. Olofmeister cannot punish, and Cloud9 look very good for this round.
A side is open for business, but Cloud9 will make sure they check absolutely everything. Whoever was in Boiler made one step when they were peeking around, so they had the information. Nico taken out, leaving Guardian alone. 1 versus 4, 50 HP, nothing to lose. He's got to go for this round. And they're going to hunt him anyway. So there it is. Cloud9 take a 1-round lead, moving into the second half again. First team to 22 rounds wins this major.
This is an absolute roller coaster for everybody involved. And Cloud9 again finding strength, and it's now it's another turn for FaZe to experience the frustration. And Cloud9, they won't be going in with that 3-round lead that they had previously, as you mentioned, James, but it's definitely, as you say, an edge that they're working with. And they have a lot of confidence. Once again, definitely the team with some momentum going into this half. And we have the double warp here for Cloud9 as well.
Round number, I don't even know what at this point. Cloud9 in the lead. FaZe Clan with the AKs, Guardian on the AWP. They've got the tools. Both these teams so dangerous, looking equal to each other at the moment. So many rounds. Cloud9 ran this in overtime pretty much every round. They were comfortable with the 2 people towards the B-bomb site. They weren't scared, they weren't afraid. They didn't over-rotate. They barely rotated at all. Even when FaZe Clan pushed when there were only 2 people on B, Cloud9 managed to prevail. Can they do it again? Moving quickly towards the A side. Rain is blind, and Tarek will take him down. And there goes Carrigan as well. Early start for Cloud9, but can FaZe recover?
Alpha's trying to play the smoke here, but it's going to be difficult. He's lost 2 teammates in the effort. There needs to be flashes for him. They have no grenades left. Oh, that's a good snap. Can he find Rush, though? It's Guardian to get Rush, and all of a sudden it's equalized. Skadoodle back against the site. No support in the corner with the AWP. Do they realize this? I think he's been spotted now. He does have a smoke, though, to play with. He can delay them. If he can occupy their attention long enough, his teammates can make the play. Just by staying there, he's a threat! Oh, my goodness! Skadoodle does it with automatic! My God!
Do you know what that noise means, Dan? It means it's match point Cloud9 again. Do they have enough to take it over the line this time? Two more match points for Cloud9. They've been here before. They continue again with the setup that continues to be successful for them. The 5 players in the server, the chat moderator, analyst behind them. Can they win this major?
Default here from FaZe once again, taking map control, giving respect to Cloud9 and any shenanigans that they can afford themselves with having that extra round to work with. Carrigan making a fast play up mid now, trying to pressure in, but it's going to be countered by a quick incendiary there from Cloud9. Cloud9 are burning more than the ground here, they're burning the clock for FaZe, but FaZe finally get top banana and some position on the map to work with.
We reached the minute mark, and now you wonder if FaZe Clan, do they have the nerve to play the clock correctly? They're playing a slow game. And look at the late smoke grenades from Cloud9. And Stewie still has a smoke grenade towards the B bomb site once again, but he needs to deploy it soon. We're reaching the sub 40-second mark. And look at his position. I'm not sure what's going on in CT, but he needs to get that smoke out. 35 seconds. That smoke could win them the major if he gets it out. But he's holding the angle. He's got the smoke in his hand, and the smoke is down towards B bomb site. The Rapper's been stopped. There are advantages for Cloud9 now. 5 versus 4, 3 taken down. Automatic on the high ground, dropping off. They need to hold construction. Are there flashes there? Will they push? It will re-aggress. Down goes one of Viper. Guardian and the Rain remain. Automatic pushing through. It's Guardian versus 2.
Can he do it again? He's been in this position before to win FaZe around a very important, very crucial one. Can he deny Cloud9? We saw it from this position before. He cannot miss a single shot. Guardian waits patiently as Cloud9 set the push up. Oh! Oh, it's happened! They made it work! Cloud9 are your E-League Major champions!
That is the most insane way to win a major. It could hardly have been more difficult. They weren't the favourites. They were the underdogs. They were a heavy underdogs, but they did it for North America. Skadoodles won the major!
This has to be one of the most incredible storylines we've ever had. A North American team in North America with the major win. That is truly incredible. The class, resilience, the strength, time and again that they've shown is something very special indeed.
The best Cloud9 we have ever seen with the most difficult run.